All right, everyone. Welcome back. It's Friday. Yeah. So start off warm up today. We got 4 minutes. We're gonna do 8 scap push-ups. So get down that push-up position, squeezing your core, squeezing your glutes, and we're just squeezing our scap at the back. So squeezing your shoulder blades together at the back, at the top. 8 of those. Then we're gonna do 10 Spider-Man steps. So stand down, and we're pretending like we're Spider-Man walking up a wall. So really opening up those hips, opening up the shoulders. Again, staying nice and close and flat to the wall. And then from there, we got another silly one. 8 crab thrusters. So we get back in that crab walk position, which we haven't done in a while. And then we're just going to raise our hips up to the sky. So opening up the hips, opening up the shoulders here. So 8 of those. So for 4 minutes, 8 scap push-ups, 10 Spider-Man steps, and 8 crab thrusters. From there, the work today. We're working on the overhead dumbbell squat. Yeah, so this is a tough one for a lot of people. Really test your mobility. This is hip mobility, ankle mobility, shoulder mobility, all in one. So we're not going to go super heavy. We're going to do 4 sets of 6 per side, and we're going to really concentrate on keeping that core nice and tight and keeping your hips square, so you're not twisting to get down nice and low, and keeping your heels back on the ground. So overhead dumbbell squat. We're getting in the overhead position, full lockout, trying to keep that ear close to the bicep, keeping that core nice and tight. So we slowly go down, the hips go back, weight stays back on our heels, and straight back up. So really trying to avoid that twisting to get down low enough. Really trying to keep that weight back on your heels, knees tracking outside, hips down below parallel, just like that. So 4 times 6 per side. Really concentrating on form here versus load. And yeah, once we're done that, here's a little trick for people who have problems with their mobility. You can hold it by the end of the dumbbell. Gets that weight back down a little lower. You're not fighting it the whole way. It's going to help you sink down a little bit lower. If you do have a kettlebell, same kind of thing is achieved with that as well. Okay, from there, the WOD today. We've got 5 rounds with an 18-minute cap, and we have a movement we've never done before. Dan's excited to demo it for you. So it's 5 rounds. We have 6 atomic plate sit-ups, 12 weighted step-ups, and 8 dumbbell alternating squat snatches.
That's not included.
Yeah. Dan's setting up his aid here. So, atomic plate sit-up. Ideally do this with a plate. If you don't have a plate at home, you can do it with the dumbbell. Or if you don't want to do it with any weight, that's fine. You can do something light like an ab mat, or just something that has a bit of size to it that helps you when you're touching the ground. You'll see what we mean here. But ideally, you're doing it with a plate. So you're going down like a candlestick, touching the ground with your weight, back up, touching the...
Oh yeah,
forgot that part.
That's easier this way.
Yeah. Touch the ground at the back, touch the ground at the front, and then up into a thruster. So again, down, touch the back, touch the front, up into a thruster. So if you're using a plate, it's both hands on the plate. When you touch, thruster up. If you're going to use a dumbbell, it's easier to grab the dumbbell by the handles in order to touch, but then when you're coming up in the thruster, you're going to want to go to the single arm and go up. So on your next one, you would alternate and go up with the opposite arm. That's it. A little tricky, but not too bad once you get the hang of it. So 6 of those. Then it's 12 weighted step-ups to a box, to a chair, whatever you have at home. 24-inch for men, 20-inch for women. You can hold the dumbbell wherever you want. You want to have it up on your shoulder. You want to have it back rack. You want to have it farmer carry. Doesn't matter. Just make sure when you step up, full extension of the hips at the top, step back down. So 12 weighted step-ups. And then lastly, 8 dumbbell alternating squat snatches. So dumbbell starts on the ground. Snatch it up, down into a full squat. And this is alternating. Dumbbell touches the ground. Snatch it up, full hip extension, down into a full squat, back up to full lockout. Make sure you're standing it up and locking out at the top before you go back down to your next movement. You can alternate the dumbbell in the air if you want, or you can alternate it on the ground. So those are your 3 movements. You have 5 rounds of those with an 18-minute cap. It's 50-35 is the weight for dumbbell, and the plate weight doesn't really matter for the atomic plate sit-ups. Just something in your hands to help you tap the ground and tap the front. And that's it for today. That's it. We're shuffling the blame off to Paula for that movement. She's not here, so we can do that.
Yep.
Don't tell her we said this, though. All right. That's it. Have a great Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow.